Hey, that's a great win for us. We did a lot of things really well tonight. Certainly, there's some things we got to get better at. I thought, but I thought we really did a good job with so many things. And proud of our guys. Obviously, it's one game, but we've had a great week of practice this week. Thought it really translated to the game in so many respects. And the numbers don't lie with some of them. Rebounding wise, we were really, really good. Ending possessions. We outscored them 20-9 in second chance opportunities with 15 offensive rebounds. Thought we played very connected on both ends of the floor. Had a great voice, trusted each other, made the extra pass on the offensive end, and it was everybody. Obviously we had some great individual performances, but that stuff happens when you play connected and you trust one another and make things difficult. Brandon Angel is such a good player, and right now those two guys have been, playing at such a high level, and they've had our number, quite frankly. And I'm really proud of our big guys and how we were able to defend those guys, because they do a good job moving guys around. They're so versatile. It's one of those teams where they're hard to guard because you have 5 guys on the floor that almost at all times that can make a three. So they can just really stretch you out. And, they've had, I think they set a school record with 16 threes against Arizona when they won. And then they made 19 threes when they beat USC. So this is a team that can get going fast. And you could kind of feel that early in the second half. I think 6 of the first 7 possessions they scored. Now, we were scoring as well, thank goodness. But just loved how connected that we played. It was great to be back home. Feels like it's been a long time since we've been here. And just a great team win. And then the last part, just 9 turnovers. Right, a high possession game like that, to only have 9 turnovers was good. That's what our number was against UCLA, right? And we win. Tonight we turn it over 9 times, and we win. And those are the types of things that we got to do. So now we got to turn around and do it again in 2 days against a Cal team that I know they lost to Colorado, but they're playing very, very good basketball right now.
But you had talked about how your defense just wasn't up to snuff. How do you feel like it did today, and do you feel like that kind of led to having the success that you had?
Well, I thought we really defended well in that, specifically in the first half and in stretches of the second half. I thought there were stretches we weren't as good. And to me, like I told our guys in the first media timeout of the second half, a lot of our errors to start that half were concentration errors. And sometimes when you get up, where were we up, 18 at halftime, 45-27, is that right? Sometimes you can have some concentration errors, and we really challenged our guys with that in that media timeout. And then I thought we got better with that. So we did. I thought we made it hard. At halftime, they were 2 for 11 from the 3. This is a team that, like I said, in their wins, they averaged 12 made threes a game. In their losses, they averaged 8. So I thought that was going to be a big stat for us. And we did a good job with of taking that away and making it tougher. Now, at the end of the day, they go 4 for 15 from the 3. We did a good job of limiting that, because we have not been great at doing that. But as a result of that, I just think it was our communication. This has been a quiet group at times. And when you're quiet on defense, it's hard to be good. It just is. And I thought Lawson was really good tonight in so many ways. He had 17 points, which is kind of a quiet 17 in a way, but like his rim protection, his communication on pick and roll, his ability to understand spacing defensively, I thought was really good. Obviously, Deivon, I just thought he had 5 turnovers, so we want less, right? 5 of our 9. 3 of them, I think, were travels. But obviously he was able to do some really good things as well, and he played a lot of minutes for us, but he made a lot of the right plays that set up some easy baskets for various people.
Coach, it seemed like the energy was just different from the jump of this game. You mentioned Lawson, like he specifically seemed like a different player tonight. Was there something that we talked about in the lead up to the game in terms of energy and that sort of thing?
Well, we talked about a lot of stuff this week, let me tell you. And that's why I'm so proud of our guys. Now, it's one game, but, I said this in the media on Tuesday, but it's the truth. When things aren't going right and not as well as you want, whether it's your team, individually, whatever, most of the time, you just got to look in the mirror and be real honest with yourself. And as a team, you got to really be able to be real with one another as teammates. you got to be able to take tough coaching and maybe some criticism at this time of year. And some guys don't want that at this time of year. And some teams don't want that at this time of year. And I'm just really proud of how we did respond that way. And there wasn't finger pointing and there wasn't blaming this guy. I'm telling you, our Monday practice was one of the best of the year, and Tuesday wasn't far behind. And yesterday was a little more not as intense intentionally. So got to give our guys a ton of credit for being able to look in the mirror and come together and agree that we're going to do this, this, and this and finish it out. And whatever happens, happens. And we got a lot to play for still. We're still in a position to really do some things. And so, but it has to be everyone together. Can't be anyone on their own sheet of music. We have to be connected. And we played like that tonight.
Seems like when you picked up Cole Bajema from the transfer portal, nights like tonight was what you were expecting to get from him. What have you seen from him to be able to kind of finally get to that point where he and Gabe are kind of pairing off each other?
Yeah, Cole is obviously he's a big time weapon out there. Cole's and this is a compliment, but he can be very stubborn, which isn't a bad thing. Like I like that, right? Like I like that. I think he's learned a lot about a lot of different things, and then at the end of the day, you got and I'm not trying to. Cole's had to be kind of thrust in a different role, as has Gabe, in some respects. The losing of Will, losing the other guy that we had, and now losing Raleigh. So these guys have had to do some things that isn't necessarily like their deal, so they're put in a position where it's really a different type of game that they have to play. So it takes some time. And that's one of the things we talked about this week is like, listen, we lost a very physical and rugged kid early, right? He was here for 2 weeks. And then when you lose Will, right? Physical, athletic, strong, kind of that that wing that can be very. And then Raleigh can kind of do whatever, right? You can just throw him here's the reality, and I don't know yet on Raleigh, but like the reality of it is today we don't have those three guys. So somebody has to figure this thing out if we're gonna do it, and it takes some sacrifice. It just does. So I'm proud of Cole. I thought he played really well tonight. He played the whole second half, as did Gabe. Got that three to go in early. Sometimes when you're a shooter like that, or you know what I mean, when you see the ball go in early, and I think he made two pretty quickly in that game, it can get you going, and you really feel part of the game. But also with that, I just thought we shared the ball way better tonight. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like we moved it. And played 0.5 basketball. We say 0.5 basketball. Like you catch it, you got to make a quick decision. 0.5 seconds. Are you shooting it? Are you feeding the post? Are you swinging it? Are you driving a closeout? You got to make quick decisions and the right ones. And we had kind of lost our identity, I felt like, on that end. Well, on both ends, quite frankly. But just looking back to some old film, just seeing doing some number crunch, we knew we had to get back to playing that type of basketball, and I thought we did that tonight. And I don't think it's an accident that their production went up, because we were moving the ball, sharing it, and trusting each other consistently and making the right play. And so then those types of things, good shooting numbers happen when you do those things.
Deivon, your third triple-double. I mean, how's it feel to get that? It seemed like the crowd kind of collectively knew, and once he got that assist,
it feels good. It's a great feeling. It wouldn't happen without my teammates knocking down shots, of course, and us playing connected. But it's a great feeling. I'm not really chasing it. It's kind of happening naturally, so it's a real good feeling.
Cole, how about for you getting the career high 21 tonight? And you got a couple of those threes really going early.
No, for sure. First off, I want to thank the fans out there. I thought they really brought it too. But, credits to him, Gabe, BC, and all of them. They were finding me, open shots. I think Deivon hit me on like 2 or 3 of the first threes in the first half. And credits to all of them. They were just finding me. So it was nice to get a win.
February hasn't been an easy month for you guys, obviously. Craig said this week you kind of had heart or something to talk to yourselves and kind of help each other get better. What allowed you guys to be able to have the result like tonight, to be able to kind of just play maybe a complete game?
Practice this week kind of felt like October, like just the competition and everybody like talking and just being connected. I felt like we were kind of like rebranding ourselves, trying to get back to how we started off the season very high, and we came out and put it together tonight.
Lawson obviously missed the last time when you guys played Stanford. And Coach talked a lot about how he thought communication was really just excellent tonight. How much was it to be nice to be able to have him back and be able to play that whole game?
No, it definitely helps having Lawson out there. He's a big presence and he's a big voice. He did some great things tonight. I'm not sure what he totally finished with, but made 6 for 6 from the field. So obviously he brought it, but he just brings like a good factor for us off the bench right now, and yeah, he's great.
Deivon, for you, what's it like for you as a point guard when you have shooters like Cole and Gabe on the outside, especially a night like tonight where they're shooting it well? Just what does that do for your mindset as you kind of get into the paint, look around for options?
Honestly, how I play, I feed off of my team. Like, if they're going and they're having a good night, I know I'm going to have a great night because our energy is just so connected and combined. But playing with Cole, Gabe, BC, he can spread it, Ben Crossan, he can shoot it. They're all great players, and it just makes it hard to guard me. It makes it hard to guard them because they don't really know what's coming. So, like I said, it's probably one of the best teams I've been on all around, and it's just it's a blessing to be around these guys.
And Cole, just to follow up real quick, for
Mhm.
you, like, what does it do for you knowing you've got a point guard that can find you and make those passes regardless of where he's at on the floor?
I mean, no, it helps a lot. I mean, he's obviously a great player. He can get in the lane, attack, he can finish, do whatever it is. But I mean, if teams are going to collapse on him because he's such a good finisher, it leaves room for me and Gabe to spray out threes and whatnot. And so it's been really nice playing with Deivon. He's got a really good knack for the game, and he's been finding us, and our job is to knock him down. And yeah.
What were your thoughts about that poster dunk? I mean, what went through your head?
He saw the lane
I
part, and he
just-
said, "I'm gonna take off."
Really, it was so much space in that lane. I really didn't expect him to jump, honestly, but I didn't expect it. But I finished through the contact. I got a poster. Hopefully, we can do something with that.
Have you ever had anything like that? I mean, I know you like to dunk the ball and you like to get it, but anything in your career that's kind of been close to that?
He doesn't dunk on
Not
it.
in in college, honestly. But in high school, I had a poster almost every game. But in college, that's my first poster dunk.
It was off 1 foot too. He can barely jump off. He can barely jump off one. No, I'm kidding.
Man.
I know it's only one game, but like, what is a game like this? Just kind of where you maybe cathartic or whatever it may feel like. What does this game mean, knowing that the season's coming to an end soon?
We have 3 more games, regular season games left. It builds momentum. It brings us back together, honestly, and hopefully we can get some fans in here on Saturday. Our fans were great tonight, and it just really gets us ready for this last stretch, this last run that we're about to go on. I think we're mentally prepared for it, and tonight showed. We got to keep putting together great days of practice, of course, and just staying together, and I think we could do a lot.